Hi, Charles here. Well, in this episode, I'm going to be showing you my basic setup of my 4 Haloview cameras. I know the engine's running. We're getting ready to run to Columbus so I can show you the cameras working on the monitor. Thanks for watching. So real quickly, I'll just walk around and show you the cameras again. But in this video, I'm not showing how we install them. That is coming in a complete separate video that will probably be longer than normal to show you how it was done. So when you get this kit, the MC1708, you get a suction mount that you can slide on the back, and you also get this mount. Ugh, it's got the sticky on it, but I'm going to replace that with a heavy-duty Velcro. And then this is an optional purchase you can get. It's a weighted bean bag that you put this mount on, the suction mount, and then mount it on the back. And they all work pretty well. I think I'm going to go with this one with Velcro until I get the final setup up there to fit in that little, that hole's just a little deep, and so we have to kind of adapt to get that camera up high enough. So that's how you get this, all your options. So just to show you the obvious placement of them, here's the front view camera, and we're going to come up with a fancier way to have it mounted, but right now I have the camera mounted to a 2x4 that has industrial strength Velcro holding it down, but we're making a platform that will have both the camera and the monitor mounted as one piece and then very securely attached here. So here we are, for me the most important camera. This is on the passenger side, and so it's angled back. Usually these sit flat on the back, on the side of an RV, but I'm using it in a little bit different way. So I bought this piece of angle aluminum, and so I've got it bolted on here with a lock nut, and then I've got the angle iron attached using the exact same bolts that are holding the fairing on this Flatline Band Company roof rack. Let me go over on the other side. And here we are on the driver's side, same setup, angle iron bolted on, antenna down, works great. I hope you watched the installation video, and in that video I'll be explaining about this box, plastic box I bought at Home Depot, used it as a junction box, and I have solar cables going in. I'll have 1 or 2 solar panels up here, and then these are power lines. One is for the 42-inch LED light bar, and the other is one line. They're attached together, they're joined for the 2 cameras up here. So we have those running through, so I actually have an extra place here. It's all sealed up well, and wasn't hard to do, and nice and neat. And then here we have the last camera, the rear view camera, and I'm going to lower that antenna, and I'm sure it'll get a great signal up to the monitor. And then it has 2 of the light bars back here as well. So I've got my 6 rocker switch panel down here, and we're going to change the order of these, but 2, 4, and 5 right now control the 4 cameras. The side view cameras are, this is the left side, this is the driver's side, passenger side, and then this is the rear view. And I've chosen to not have the forward camera because I don't need to see that. I've got it set up so I don't have blind spots on the right and left, and I think I've got the passenger and driver's side cameras angled pretty much the way I want. There may be some tweaking as I get used to it, but I definitely know what's going on around me. So we're on a 2-lane highway, US 31, headed to Columbus, and so I've got the left and right and the rear view, and I think this is going to be my standard way of using this. And Susie's been watching as we went down a narrow road, and she's pretty sure that I've got the angle right, because when I'm driving and coming up to a normal intersection, it's perpendicular, I'm fine. It's just at those angles I need to see. And then when did you say, Susie, that it's going to be most useful for the side cameras?
On the interstate, when you're going from the fast lane back into the slow lane, you can't see. So now with the camera you can see. Right.
And the mirrors certainly help, but this is going to be a whole lot more help.
Right.
Yeah. So here's a situation where I can see clearly, so the side view cameras are not a big issue. We're in Columbus, going past the Cummins engine plant, and sometimes there's a lot of traffic here. In this kind of situation, you know, the side view cameras are really super important because I can see I'm going down a normal road, no big sharp angles, but in some situations, very, very helpful. So we'll see about merging here, traffic, see how it shows it. Combination of the rear view and that, I'm pretty well covered in and out of traffic. So right now my nose is at the back of the truck, and then now it starts to show up on the side there. Okay, so I'm going 70 miles an hour. Coming up to a truck, and right now I'm in line with the back, and then as we pull up beyond, in about a second, then all of a sudden we're seeing all of that truck beside us. One thing we are noticing is there is a truck behind us, and here he is looking this way. So it's kind of like, you know, things are closer than they appear. So it's the same way with the cameras, obviously, because they're wide angle. So that's something to be aware of. So we're back with our first maiden voyage with the camera. All the cameras going. You can see right and left and back. And what are your final thoughts about our little excursion with it?
Good.
So I think it's going to be nice to have on the trips.
Yeah.
For sure.
No blind spots.
At all.
Be a lot safer.
Absolutely. Thank you for your help. This is a moment.
Sure.
So not only do I have these 4 cameras that'll be operating, though most of the time I'm only going to be seeing 3 of them. There's no need for me to see what I'm seeing straight ahead. But I will have that view recording. And I'm not really getting into all the details of how to set it up. When you go into the menu, it shows you that you can have just one camera showing or a multitude of combinations, and I have it so that it's 1, 2, and back is 3 along the bottom, nice and big. But you get to choose which you want to do and which works best in your situation. But Haloview has another kind of camera that doesn't require any wiring. It's called the Handycam. And so shortly they're going to be sending me the Handycam kit, which has a camera, much like this one here, may even be the same one, but a camera like that, with it's mounted on a battery base. So it's at one unit camera with a battery that you can recharge, and it's got a magnetic side and bottom, so you can place it wherever you want. And it's not just meant for RVs. It can be used in house situations. I've seen where people in farming situations, all kinds of places. But you can put it wherever you want and plug in the monitor to 12 volt, and they connect wirelessly and without wires as well. And so you can put that anywhere you want. So they're sending me the kit and a second camera, and what I want to be demonstrating and using is at campsites, rest areas, Cracker Barrels, someplace discreetly I'll put one in one place, one another, just kind of have good coverage. And sometimes, you know, in camping you hear some sounds around you. I mean, maybe it's a grizzly bear, maybe just someone kind of sneaking around, seeing what they could steal if you left something out. And so it's kind of a security thing, and that way I can, if we hear something, I can look on the screen and see if anything's going on out there. Well, I think that explains pretty well my 4-camera system. It eliminates the blind spots. I can see through the back so much better. With the rear view mirror, I'm still looking where the windows are. There's the metal that's blocking a lot of the view, but with that rear view camera I'm seeing everything behind me, and it was very enlightening driving on a 2-lane highway and then on the interstate, how great you could see everything. And like I said, my wife was very impressed. She really likes it and sees why I wanted to do this. Some people say I'm making it look like a CIA car, and I don't care. With the antennas down, you don't really notice it that much, but I think this stealth thing that people talk about, you can pick out most campers from 10 miles away that you know it's a camper. So I don't care about being stealthy, whatever that might be, you know. So I hope this is helpful to you, and thanks for watching.